Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. I just was going over some things. I don't even know where I was like on somebody's live or something, and somebody wrote in a comment that they have a town called Wauconda in Illinois. So I was like, let me look into that. So I did. And then I found like some really useful information about our history here in this United States. I was born in Chicago. I was born on Illinois soil. So I was like, wait, let me check this out. And then checking it out, I found so much useful information. So it's Wakanda, not spelled with a K. It's spelled Wauconda, Illinois, zip code 60084, area code 847 or 224. I'm not a numbers person, but I know people do be doing numbers. And they're like, it says the population is 14,084 and is 40 miles northwest of Chicago, incorporated in 1877, and the name derived from an indigenous word believed to mean spirit water, referring to Bangs Lake. This was actually, it said that part of the movie The Blues Brothers was actually filmed in Wauconda, Illinois. I don't know why I didn't write down what year The Blues Brothers was filmed, and I love that for us. I love that for me. And then as I was going through it, I was like, well, let me start looking at like what is these names and what are they meaning and how long it's been there. And I came up with one called Waukesha, Wisconsin. Waukesha, Wisconsin, zip code 53186 or 53189, area code 262. Population 71,158. And it said it was incorporated. One source is saying in 1847, and then another source is saying it was incorporated January 10th, 1852. And the name Waukesha derived from, I don't even want to mess this up. And the meaning is Little Fox, inspired by the Fox River. Waukesha. Who you know named Lakeisha, Rakisha, Lakeisha, Nakisha, Waukesha, Wisconsin. Then we back in Illinois. Cahokia, Mound, Illinois. Cahokia, Mound, Illinois. Zip code 62234, area code 618, population 15,241, and it said across the Mississippi River from St. Louis, the largest pre-Columbian city in North Carolina, thriving between 800 and 1400 AD in North America. It's at 800, 1400 AD. It was a major Mississippian culture hub featuring large ceremonial mounds, including 100-foot tall monk mound, and was larger than London at its peak. They still to this day have around 80 mounds, and they have something where it's been preserved and protected on the World Heritage. The world, Craig. Like, this is some place that I when I was reading through this, and I'm like, all these mounds and 100-foot mounds, and I'm thinking, dang, Chicago, well, right by Illinois, I can literally get in my car and drive there. And I tell you, I'm going to get down to the bottom of a lot of this stuff, because it's preserved and protected by the World Heritage. So there's our heritage. I'm going to go here. I want to go under that 100-foot mound with my shoes off in white. and get downloads from the ancestors, because you got to know these mounds. These mounds. These mounds are where our ancestors are. 100-foot mound. And then as I'm going through this, you see Indian, 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 Indian. Our history. Then, this 1972 Superman movie. I heard somebody say, who was it? It's a rapper. Somebody went up to say, you know what? These people said Superman, you know, flying through the sky and doing all this. Superman couldn't have been white because the sun burned them. I'm trying to think of what it was. I just saw this yesterday. So it made me go and look into, because I know that it was a town that's a real place. Metropolis, Illinois, zip code 62960, area code 618, and the name derives from, wait, where did it say? Oh, I didn't write that. Anyway, so that means Mother City. It's near the Ohio River in southern Illinois with a population of around 6,000, and it's been there for thousands of years. It reached its peak in 1100 AD when Indians lived there. You hear me? The largest structure was built, and now it's protected by the World Heritage. The world protected. Look at our history. History. Our history. They doing all this, and they're like, in 1757, Massachusetts County settled by a French expedition for use during the French and Indian War. That's what I'm going to say. Y'all got paperwork to say that Indian was there at 1100? Then all of a sudden you got paperwork to say 1757 some French people came over to fight some Indian war? Where did you think the people went? The people was us. Then they going to give some raggedy Google gonna sit there and say it was incorporated in 1839, but then they also, when you got checking different sources, if you got paperwork to say it was been here since 1100 AD, how is all of a sudden in 1757 some French person come over here, and then you're gonna incorporate it in 1839? That's what I'm just saying. And they everything say Indian, right? But then when I go looking into the Native American, that term was coined in the 70s, but the citizenship was only in 1924. Make that make sense. When your grandma said you're Indian, when my great-great-great-grandma said I'm an Indian, this is what they talking about. World history. It's being protected. World heritage is being protected. And I'm going to go and lay my feet on that land. And then I just wrote, let's see, I wrote down where I found this from too, because I remember. So I went through factmonster.com for American Indian place names. And it's in Alabama. And it's Choctaw meaning vegetation gatherers. Alaska means great land. Arizona, Indian name Arizonic. Little Spring, Young Spring, Arkansas, Quapaw Indians, Illinois, Algonquian mean garlic field, tribe of superior men. Connecticut is the Indian word, I do not know how to say that, Quinnehttuqut, beside the Long Tidal River. In Indiana, land of Indians. In Iowa, Indian word meaning this is the place or beautiful land. I love that for us. To the next one. To the next one. To the next one.